for our slippers, let's quickly learn how to make the petal on that slippers. This is what we are going to do. You need a shape like this. It's just like letter N. That's what you need. The height is about 2.8 centimeter, and then the width is about 3.5 centimeter. That's what we need. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to measure that height, which is 3.8 centimeter. I'm going to measure it. Yeah. And here. So I'm just going to fold it in. So seemingly not equal. Let's make it 4. Since we are going to cuff it out of it, let me just make it 4. Although we need 3.8, but we are supposed to actually measure 4 so that there will be space for us to cut. So I'm just going to cut this out. Now let's measure our 3.5. That's our 3.5. So we are going to fold like that. We need 5 is a petal, so we are going to needing 5. So the way I'm rolling it, even if it's more than 5, you can cut it away. So although we need just 5, we can just decide to stop here. So our N shape, let's assume we decide to, don't forget about the width I told you. It's about 3.8. This 3.8. So it means from here, I would suggest you get something to shape this side, like the cover or something, to shape that side so that you have a lovely shape. See, it's looking like N. Then it's looking like letter N. So now for what we have folded, as you can see what we have folded here, we are going to measure 1 centimeter away from the edges. This is 1 centimeter. This is 1 centimeter. Now this is the reason when I'll place it this way and use it to form the shape out. So my shape is going to stop at that point. I'm going to adjust this too, and my shape will also stop at that one. My shape is going to stop there. Now see what I mean. See what I have. And see what I have. This is 1 2 3 4 5 6. If you want to use the whole 6, fine. If you want to use just 1 2 3 4 5, just try to. So this is what we are going to make use of. Now what we do next is we are going to place it on the fabric. I'm going to place it on the fabric this way. Then draw it out. After drawing, what we are going to do is we are going to cut it out after drawing it. That's just what we are going to do. Now this is what I have. I'm going to run a stitch through it this way. I'm going to run it through it this way. See what I have. Now let's put it. We're going to just to cover that place and to also beautify our shoe. And see how beautiful it is. The next thing we are going to do is we are going to cut the straps. We are going to be cutting 2 different straps, one for the bigger side of the leg and the other one is for the smaller size of the leg. This we are going to put on the front side of the slippers, and then the second side we are going to put like 3 of these petals too, as you can see from the picture. The measurement we are going to be using for the strap, for the long strap, the wide one is going to be 3.5 centimeter. You are going to be making use of 3.5 centimeter by 25 centimeter. Yes, by 25 centimeter. Now see, this is what I have. I told us this width is 3.5 centimeter while the length is 25 centimeter. This is 2 centimeter by 12.5 centimeter. This is the one. This is the way it is. There's one here and there's another one coming here. So you can see this is the way it's going to look like. I've told us before that anytime you want to make a kind of sandal slippers that has a tongue, you are going to measure 5 centimeter by 3.5 centimeter. So looking at this, this is 5 centimeter from here to here. Then this one has to be 3.5 centimeters. You can see it's exactly 3.5 centimeter. So what you're going to do is you're going to punch that side. Yes, I've punched it. So you're going to place this on top of it like this. You are not going to place it upward, up this way. You're going to bring it downward this way. Let it cover the first one you punch. Then you try to create a mark for the next one. You punch that also. Then you open it up and put it inside. For this side, what we are going to do is this. You will make sure that it's not on the same level. Let it tilt a little bit. So it means, and make sure that from the edge to where you are punching is about 1 centimeter. So I'm going to just tilt it this way and pick this place. So the second one too, I'm going to tilt it downward. You don't even have to tilt. After you have punched this, what you have punched this, you can place this just like you did to the other one. Place it on it, cover it up, and then create the mark there. Punch that place as well. Then you're going to open it up. So for this side, place it on your leg or on the last. This is the wrong leg. Place it on the last like this for you to know where to actually put it. As you can see from what we have here. So we're going to punch this side, and we're also going to punch this side. Just ensure that, see the way it is, make sure that this side goes a little bit downward, much more than this side. Can you see how it looks like? So you punch here and punch here, punch here and punch here, open it and insert it into it. That's what we are going to do. See what we have. Isn't this very lovely? All I need to do is just to gum it and then put the sew under it. It's made with fabric. If you don't have a last, you can make use of your leg. It doesn't have to be last. You can make use of the leg. As long as you have gotten this front measurement, use your leg for this side to know where to place it. Definitely, you will not want it to reach your ankle. You understand? So it means that you have to place it on the, on the highest side of your leg. And sometimes some people prefer it around here, but with this, it's actually a cute one that we can lay. I'm going to make use of a fabric of 32 centimeter by 24 centimeter, and our elastic, we are going to be needing 60 centimeter long elastic. You can decide to use this kind of a rope if you don't want to make use of elastic. All you need to do is to just cut about 4 centimeter, fold it this way, fold it this way again, fold it this way, close it up, then stitch it down. Then you can use it for the same purpose. Now, this is what we are going to do now. This is the wrong side, so we are going to fold it this way. Going to fold it this way. Then take a measurement. I'm going to take a measurement of 4 centimeter, 4 centimeter here, and 4 centimeter on this side too. So bring it down. You can see that. I'm going to also do the same thing here. 4 centimeter by 4 centimeter. Making a face mask. It's just a way of protecting ourselves this season. This is also going to be 4 centimeter by 4 centimeter. I'm going to bring it together this way. We are doing that for the 4 corners. 4 centimeter. This side 4 centimeter. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stitch it this way. Stitch from here, stitch it this way, stitch this side, stitch this side. I'm not going to be stitching this side. I will also stitch this side and stitch this last side too. So I'm not going to stitch this space in between, but I will make sure I stitch here. I will stitch here, stitch this place, and stitch this place. this side will be open, these two ends will be open. Now I've stitched it, so I'm going to cut this away, cut this side away too, and also cut this away. So I will turn it out. Before I turn it out, I'm just going to try to fold in all this side that I stitch. You can decide to use a pressing iron to actually do that. Just try to fold it in whichever way you like. Just fold it in. So I'll turn it inside out. This is something we can easily make at home. You can even use your hand to stitch. You can see what we have now. You can even use your hands to stitch. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to measure 4 centimeters as well on this side again and fold it in. I'm going to fold it in like this. 4 centimeters. I'm going to fold it in. Try to press it down at that point. I'm going to do the same thing to this side. 4 centimeters into this 4 centimeters. And to also fold that in. I think I didn't push this out well. So fold it in. So I'll try to press it down this way. Now you can see what we have. What I'm just going to do now is I'm going to fold it a little bit in and fold it again in, because I'm going to pass my elastic through this tiny part. So I'm going to sew it in this way. After I've stitched it in this way, I'm going to turn this backward like this. I'm going to turn this one backward like this and stitch it down. Turn this side backward as well and stitch it down. I'm going to come to this side also. I'm going to fold it in. You have to trim whatever is fraying here. I'm going to fold it first of all in like this, then fold 1 centimeter more. Don't forget, I'm still going to turn this one this way and I'm going to stitch this side down. I'm stitching this side first, then I will turn this one backward and stitch it down. That's what I'm going to do now. Now I've stitched it and stitched this side. You can see how it looks like. It's a face mask that we can easily, you can unstitch it. You can unstitch it. It doesn't necessarily have to be a sewing machine. Now, if you are making use of this kind of elastic, you can even make use of this kind of elastic. It's just for it to stay on the air when you wear the mask. So you just, what I did was, you just insert a little into this place, a little into this place, and stitch it down, and stitch this place down as well. That's what you are going to do with elastic. Use it on this side and on this side as well. But if you are going to be making use of this kind of rope where you have to tie it at the back of your head, what you do is this rope that you have made, try to fold it in like this and place it like this. Fold it in and try to just place it like this, put it inside it and put it down and stitch it down like this. Stitch the other end too the same way. Stitch the other end the same way. You just cut this into two, so it means you are going to tie it two different places. It means this and this side will go together at the upper part of the head, which means this side will go at the lower part of the head. You can see that we have already made a simple face mask.